Looking good. We are actually starting today's video in the bathroom, which is a change because recently, well, not recently, a few weeks back, I saw a lot of these videos where people would do a crazy routine the night before so that they can wake up looking pretty the next day. And I want to do something similar like that, where I can do some hacks that help me save time in the morning and make me look better overall. So that's what we're doing today. So earlier today, I actually went to the shop and picked up a couple of things to help with this transformation. And right now I'm struggling to open this pack of razors. Okay, finally opened it. So I'm going to use this razor that I got earlier to do a face shave. That is the first step that we are doing. To prep my face, I just splash my face with a bit of water and I use some aloe vera gel. And then this brightens up your face and creates a smooth base for your makeup, but also allows your skincare to sink in better. Also, I apologize for any background noise. I don't live alone, so sorry if you hear any of that. So I'm just spreading this in small sections because it tends to dry up very quickly. And I start around my eyebrows because I shape my eyebrows. So I'm not just focused on getting rid of the hair, I'm also shaping at the same time. Wipe off the excess. I make sure to pull my skin and shave downwards only, not upwards. So this is something that I actually do for, or I'm supposed to do it every 2 weeks, but I don't always end up doing it every 2 weeks. It's whenever I kind of remember. And then this is the hair. You just wipe it off on a tissue like so. So I'm gonna continue to do that really quickly. One thing I will say is don't do this if you have spots, or if you do it when you have spots, do the area with the spots last so that you don't spread the bacteria, and don't go over the spot, go around it. So right now I'm trying to shape my brow. Now I'm going to do the other side. I do try to match whatever shape I went for on this side, although it's a little bit difficult, but I try to get it as even as possible. Not exactly the same because brows are sisters, not twins, but I try my best to match them. This brow is higher up than this brow, so I try to really thin it down so they do look uneven when I don't have any makeup on, or when I don't put brows, because I shaved off the end of my eyebrows and I drew them on every day because my natural brow shape goes down, which I don't think suits my face shape very well. So I kind of make them a bit more straight and a little bit more upwards, just slightly, and I find that that suits my face a lot better. Not too high up. I've made that mistake of making my brows too high and then just look weird, but yeah, kind of more of a straight brow but slight upwards. Yeah, now that my brows are done, the rest of my face. I really like the set of razors that I got. It's nice and sharp and glides really well. Never got that pack before, but I think I'm gonna be getting that from now on. Now that that is all done, throw the razor away. That's one thing that the mistake that people make. If you don't throw the razor away and use it again, bacteria, and you don't want to mess with your face that way. So one use, throw away. I know it feels like a waste, but trust me, you won't be happy with yourself if you reuse the same razor over and over. So I'm gonna rinse my face to get all the aloe vera off. I'm just gonna get a fan to dry my face. I've lost my mini fan, so we're using this giant one. I also realized I've nicked my nose a bit with that razor because it was so sharp, and I've also cut my face a little bit because of the small spots that I had, but that's all good, that's fine. I prefer to dry my face so that the water sink in rather than to pat it with a towel, especially because of bacteria as well. So I found this face mask that seemed really interesting. It says a coconut water hydrating mask, and then 1 sheet equals 30 days of moisture, which is really important. I like to use a hydrating mask after doing this. I've never ever used this before, so fingers crossed I don't react, because I have used a mask one time. It was a vitamin C mask. I had a really bad allergic reaction because I think the amount of vitamin C was too much for my skin, so I broke out and it was really bad. But yeah, it says 8% prebiotic and probiotic ferment, which seems kind of scary, but it's Simple, and Simple is a brand that I've used quite a lot and still use quite a lot, so this should be fine. Okay, so it says to leave it on for 15 minutes. All right, so let's open this. Mask on. Last but not least, lip mask. Can never go wrong with the Laneige lip mask. Good old favorite. Every time I use this, I wake up with the softest lips ever. I feel like I can barely talk with this mask on because it's like sliding around. This is the vanilla one. I'm back in 15 minutes to take this off. My alarm went off, so I'm gonna take this mask off. My skin kind of looks like glass, almost like glass skin. I'm gonna use my fan. I'm just gonna let that sink in and dry. I've let that absorb into my skin. And I'm gonna finish off with some CeraVe, good old reliable. I like to do the slugging method because it just ensures that my face stays moisturized throughout the night. I don't lie, the texture of my skin feels kind of weird after that mask. It just feels like jelly, I think. Almost. I don't know. I feel like maybe the products aren't working well together. It feels like it's separating on my face. I just pray that that doesn't impact me in the morning. Alright, I'm just gonna bring the rest of it down my neck. Final thing that we're gonna do tonight, and then we're gonna do the rest of it tomorrow. Reason being is because I've got some fake tan and I'm gonna dye my brows, but you don't want to do it straight after shaving your face because of bacteria. When you freshly shave your face, your skin is very vulnerable, susceptible. That's the word, right? Vulnerable.
Susceptible works too.
The skin is very vulnerable due to bacteria. Basically, you want to be careful. You want to be very careful with these products. So let my skin rest, and then the next day we'll do the rest of the steps. I'm going to use some castor oil on my brows and my lashes to help with growth. I used it once like 2 weeks ago and I saw a huge difference. I don't know why I didn't continue, but yeah, I think I'm going to start doing that every night. But let's do that right now. I've only got Jamaican black castor oil, but that's what I used last time and it was fine. I'm gonna take a bit on the cotton bud, and then I'm going on my lashes first because there's moisturizer on my brows. Just over the top of my lashes gently. So I'm gonna do the same on the other side, and then mainly on the ends of my brows because that's where I'm trying to grow, which if you look really closely, there has been some growth. So I think I am actually managing to grow brow hairs. Okay, that's it for tonight. See you tomorrow night. So it's actually 2 days later. I got kind of busy and I wasn't able to film yesterday, but that's okay. That gave my skin extra time to breathe before the next steps. I'm kind of breaking out a lot, but that's not because of the skincare products. I was actually already breaking out when I was reviewing the footage. I saw that I actually had quite a lot of spots that I didn't see because I didn't have my glasses on. It's because I'm really close to my period, so I'm breaking out, PMSing so bad. It's stress, but still gonna continue. Wanna wake up looking good. So now I'm gonna do my brows. I use this brow henna because I want it to tint my skin a bit. I will say that this doesn't tint my skin enough. I think if I was lighter skinned it would, but it doesn't, but it's okay. It creates a nice guide for when I'm drawing my brows on, so I still do it anyway, and then it also makes my brows like slightly darker, which makes it look nice. First I'm gonna clean my brows off just with some micellar water, just to get rid of any oils and products on my brow hairs. Just using my finger to kind of brush my brows up slightly because I don't know where my spoolie is at all. Oh, found my spoolie, never mind. So I'm just gonna brush my brows up into the shape that I like. So the kit has 2 parts. One is the tint, one is the developer. So you want to do 1 part tint, 1 part developer. So brow tint, developer, and then I use this angled brush, mix it all together. Mix it all together like so. Then I'm just gonna wait a couple minutes to let it get dark. Now I'm gonna put it on my brows. You might want to put some Vaseline, especially if your skin is a lot lighter, because it can stain pretty quickly. I don't really like to bother doing that because I find it difficult getting the right shape anyway with the Vaseline, so it doesn't make a difference for me. So I'm gonna fill it in the same way that I would if I was filling my brows. I start with the ends so that they can develop for a lot longer than the rest of my brow. And then what I do is take a cotton bud and use it to clean up any mess. Like so. It does wash off quite easily within 2 days, so don't worry too much about if you mess up, it's gonna come off. Your skin, by the way, not your brow hairs. Your brow hairs will stay dark, but it will come off your skin really easily. So that is 1 brow done. I'm kind of worried I kind of did it a bit too upward, but it's fine. I think I went a slightly bit upwards. Nah, we're good. We're good. Nah, we're good. Nah, we're good. So I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. I started off with my harder brow. This is the brow I struggled with more, so this should be a breeze. Both brows are complete. I'm gonna leave this on for an hour. After 20 minutes, I'm gonna wipe the front bit off, and then I'll leave the rest of the brow for 1 hour because I don't want a block kind of look. So yeah, I'll be back when I'm wiping off the front parts. It's been 20 minutes. Let's wipe off the front part of my brows. Using my micellar water. This side first, since that was the side that I started with. Yeah, I think I'll wipe about that much off. It's harsh! I think I left it on for a bit too long. Okay, it's not that bad. I'm still gonna wash my face, so it's gonna fade even more, but I forgot how harsh it is when you first wipe it off. Right, this side. Now that it's turned out quite harsh in the front, I'm thinking maybe I shouldn't leave the ends on for as long. So I'm going to do 20 more minutes and then wipe it off instead of 40 minutes. So I'll be back in 20 minutes to wipe off the rest of the brow. I ended up waiting for more than 20 minutes. I should have wiped the other brow first actually. It's like purplish. That came out dark. I remember using this and it not being this dark, but it will wash off, so it's fine. It's just gonna look a bit funny today, but in the morning it will look good. I mean, this side looks good. Like, I'm sure if I go over with the brow pen it's fine. It's this side, but I think it'll wash off. When I wash my face, I think it's gonna fade even more. Yeah, I think it's okay. We are back in the bathroom again. I washed my face and just put some simple moisturizer on. The tint seems to have actually tinted my skin, which it never does. So I don't know what I've done differently, but it's kind of a good thing because then it helps as a guide, but then kind of not because one brow's a little wonky, but doesn't matter. Some concealer, makeup can fix that up during the day. But I think it still looks really good. Now we're gonna do some fake tan. I'm not gonna tan my face. I'm gonna use it to actually contour my face. I've done this before and it actually works wonders. And it's quite subtle, so it's not bad. So we're just gonna put some in the lid. And then I get a sponge and then literally just put it everywhere that I would put contour. As you can see, the shade is dark enough for me. Just gives like a subtle, natural, snatched look. And then just put it all across under my chin, like so. So it looks snatched. Just make sure you blend, blend, blend. Forehead. There we go. Nice and subtle. Let that develop overnight. So we're gonna do your lashes now. We're gonna go for a light lash, light-ish. These 30 ones. Subtle enough, but noticeable enough. So it looks natural. So it's like, you know, I woke up like this kind of vibe. Yeah, let's put those on. Curl in the lashes. Lash curled. I got all the stuff from TikTok shop. Pretty cheap and it's really good actually. Just gonna put the bond on my eyes. I find that the bond for individual is way better when it dries up a bit. When it's freshly wet, it's horrible to work with. I'm gonna start with the lightest lash and then just work my way until I've run out. So we go for a natural look. I'm gonna go with 2 of each, 2 of each, 2 of each. So I've just gone with 2 9mm ones in the front. It's not as subtle as I thought it would be. I've bought these lashes before, but this kind of looks different from how they usually look. Still very pretty, but definitely not subtle. Just pressing the lashes together so they stick. One side done. It's not too dramatic, but I thought it'd be a little bit lighter than this, but that's okay. Now I'm gonna go in with some sealant. I have to be careful with this because I always get it in my eye. And then let that dry. And now I'm gonna do the same on the other side. Lashes on both sides done. Definitely not very subtle, but it's not too dramatic either. I think it's alright. I think it's still pretty. Just wasn't exactly what I was going for, but that's okay. Last thing we're going to do so that we can look pretty in the morning with very minimum effort is sort out hair. You can actually sort your hair out the night before with heatless curls. Obviously, I am currently protecting my hair right now in cane rows, so I'm not going to put heatless colors in my actual hair. I'm going to put it into the glueless wig that I've been wearing so that it's ready for me to just throw on first thing in the morning. So let's do that. I'm going to put the wig on my head because I can't bother to go and get a mannequin. Slap the wig on. I've started to love middle parts. Anyone that knows me, I mean middle parts, side parts. Anyone that knows me knows that I hate side parts. I thought they didn't suit me, but then, you know, I found out that they do, and I'm so glad I tried it because I was told to give them a try, and I was glad that I listened to the person that told me to give them a try again because they believe that they do suit me. Enough distractions. Heatless curls. I'm gonna change that angle actually. I hope my fan's not disturbing. It's so hot. It's so hot. I haven't used my heatless colors in a hot minute. Need to find them. Got them. I have to use this scrunchie because I can't find the other pink scrunchie. First thing, damp the hair a little bit. Not too much. Okay, there's no water in this. I'm gonna fill it up. Fill it. Lightly damp the hair, not too much or it's not gonna dry. I'm gonna brush it through. Right, I need a curl clip actually. Got one. Let's put this on my head, like so. And clip it. We're gonna take it section by section. So we take the hair and you literally wrap it around. Take the next piece, brush, wrap it round like so, and then we just keep doing the same thing over and over. This is so much easier to do on my head versus the mannequin. Now I wish I'd been doing this on my head all this time. I always brush it between just so nothing gets all like tangled, although this side's kind of hard for me to brush. Tie it with silk scrunchie. Alright, then I'm gonna lightly spray it with water one more time because it kind of dried up. And then you go ahead and have the most uncomfortable sleep of your life. But this is a wig, so I can take it off. And I will. Ta-da! This is how it looks. Oh no, I missed a section. Just wrap it around. And yeah, this is gonna dry overnight. And I'll see you guys looking pretty in the morning. So, this is what I look like. Freshly woken up. Helping. I think I look so much better already. I'm gonna have a shower. And then we're going to do some light makeup together, put the wig on, and then we'll get the full final results, minimum effort. This is what we're looking like. Fresh out the shower, just skincare. I think it's already looking really good. So we're going to do some very, very light makeup, take this, cut the colours out, and see the final result. So yeah, let's do that. So the products that I'm using, just concealer, colour corrector, primer, and then a little bit of blush, and then just with powder to set everything. Also doing brows because I don't have brow ends. Using where the dye sort of stained my skin as a little guide. It's making filling my brows so much quicker. Color corrector. I always use color corrector because my concealer is a bit orangey, and I found out with a lot of concealers that are my shade, or even the foundations and skin tints, they can be a little bit orangey. So just to cool it down, I use this color corrector that I got from Elf. Time for the final reveal. Hopefully it's dried. Ooh. Okay. It looks good. I'm just gonna style it really quickly off camera, just because it's a bit difficult for me to style in the camera, but it looks good. Lip gloss. And here is the final look. Minimum effort, woke up. I'd say if I didn't have a shower or anything, that whole process took like 10 minutes in total. So yeah, definitely saves time. You're able to wake up looking pretty in the morning, but still save time. Not spend hours and hours and hours getting ready. So yeah, that's it for today, and I'll see you guys in the next one.